So in HooDoo, there is the idea of using bodily concerns, which is you can use your own or you can use somebody else's, and basically it is you're using pieces from your own body or things that have touched your body to in spell work. And there's tons of different things you can use. You can use hair, blood, semen, skin, unwashed clothing, sweat, tears. The list goes on and on. Nail clippings, all of that. And then also, if you study more, you will get into more specifics, such as using pubic hair or armpit hair or hair from your head, or it goes on and on and on. It's really interesting that it gets that detail too, and you can use them for tons of different spell works. Protection, you can use them for balancing certain things in your life, love, seduction, cleansing of some sorts, and controlling another person if you're laying a trick on them. But personal concerns even include picking at people's foot tracks even. I mean, basically it's endless. Any part of something that's touched somebody or from somebody's body you can use in spell work. It's really awesome. It's really interesting because I know a lot of people are like, okay, I gotta get roses for this, and I gotta get some jasmine essential oil, and it's awesome. I use that. I use those things too. I want to make things for other people. But if you really want to kick at something, you really want something to affect somebody, if you're really working like a spell or a trick or whatever you want to call it, for fixing a job or however you um, describe your magical practices, I think that things have touched your body and have really, really experienced your energy or are completely connected to your energy, um, make it a lot stronger, to be honest. And I don't always use things in my spell work. I've thought about making protection bottles and putting everybody's hair from my family in there and sealing it and hiding in different places on the property. But we're renters, so I don't really want to put too much in here. Not to say that I haven't put protections around my house, so don't come thinking that you can get through my barriers. No, I'm kidding. That's not a challenge though. So, um, and then, um, and a lot of times in like witch bottles that they found in like the walls in different homes in the old world, they'll find urine, they'll find nail clippings, hair, everything. So it's been used for quite some time. So obviously the people who came before us knew how powerful these things were. And then, so I'm not going to sit here and list everything because it's going to take me like 100 videos. I'm going to have to do like a video on just hair alone and just nail clippings alone and just blah blah blah. I'm not going to. You can do the research on your own. But I'm just giving you the idea because a lot of people don't think about it. Or I didn't really think too much about it until I got into HooDoo, how many different things you can use from your body in spell work. Before I studied HooDoo, I knew about menstrual blood and regular blood and things like that, and your hair, and how sacred hair was in a lot of different cultures, and cutting it might lose your powers. I know that's in the Bible too, but I forget what the story is. Is it Samson or Delilah? I'm not sure. I really should quit having things pop up in my head when I don't know the answer to them and speaking them out loud. Maybe you can answer them for me. And with it, in magic, there's substitutes for things. So, like, I know people are Wiccans. My sister's talking in her sleep. We both were sleepwalkers and sleep talkers growing up. She's 8, so she's still going through it. But I'm just making sure she doesn't get out of bed and start walking around. um, awesome. Okay. So, personal concerns, substitutes. So, in regular magic, not regular, that's a silly thing to say, but in like herbal magic, I know a lot of pagans and Wiccans listen to Scott Cunningham, and they will use rosemary as a substitute because he basically says that rosemary is good for substitute for everything. And I don't really feel that way. My personal thing is using mint as a substitute. And I have a friend who's also of German descent, and she grew up in the Midwest, and she gave me a bunch of spearmint, and she herself said that basically they use mint for everything too. And mint is a really versatile tool too. I feel that that is really the thing that you can substitute for. I could be wrong, but that's my personal practice. So I'm wondering if it's a German thing too. Singers are both from predominantly German ancestries. Anyway, but with personal concerns, you can kind of substitute them using a name paper, and there's different ways of going around about using a name paper, such as writing what you want and writing your name or somebody's name repeatedly over something. Basically, you're using it's a different form of magic, though, I think, so it's not really substituting. You're just doing a different type of magic. But in HooDoo, they talk about using name papers as a substitute. But if you aren't intimate enough with somebody, I'm not saying sexually, if you are not close enough of a person that you can't get any bodily concerns from them or personal concerns, you really can't affect them that much through root working. I mean, because you need those things. Basically, I know that says you can substitute. You can use different forms of magic on that person, but if you really want to affect them and hit them hard, or hit yourself hard, or whatever, really push things through, you need those bodily concerns, those personal concerns. Um, and everybody practices differently, so you don't need to listen to me. You can. Some people would believe that burning some roses and visualizing is just as effective as taking somebody's or putting your blood in somebody's food. And it could be right. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong. Um, but I do see this, seeing as it's coming straight from a person, that it's probably a bit more effective, a lot more effective. I still work other practices as well, but I'm usually not trying to control anybody or make somebody fall in love with me or anything, so I don't really go out and need those things. But you may be different. I'm not judging you, because if you watched some of my other videos, you know, like my black, white, and gray magic one, that you do what you want, and everybody has different views on how things affect you when you put your energy out there. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you have any questions on any specifics, nail clippings, I know foot tracks are used for controlling, register blood for love and seduction. If you have any questions on any body parts that you think are kind of interesting to use, or if you're asking for something, what sort of bodily concern or personal concern that you need for a certain type of spell, feel free to contact me. You can either go on my Facebook, because I'm pretty much open to everybody. You can write in a comment here or send me a private message, and I will get back to you on what you can use if I have the answer. And I have a list of different things, and I know some different things and work with different things, so I probably, even though this is super complicated, I can probably help you out. So thank you for watching.